Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Ryan.
UFC 2009 Undisputable.
It is undisputed. I'm not going to dispute that it is 2009.
I'm also not going to dispute that UFC is home of classy tattoos.
Yeah, it is now, thanks to Brock Lesnar here.
Oh, that's Brock Lesnar?
Well, I'll select Brock Lesnar so you can get a good look at him. Former SmackDown superstar turned shooting star press misser turned turned a washed out football guy turned pretty good MMA guy, as it turns out.
I'm surprised. So, yeah, this should let you know I know nothing about the UFC.
Oh, the UFC has changed, man. I remember, you and me, watching Pride DVDs.
Yeah,
and all that sort of stuff. So we'll recreate we'll get two guys who fought in real life at one point here, Brock Lesnar and Frank Mir. No, you know what? We're not going to do that. He's going to fight against Randall Montblanc, my created fighter.
It's a pretty good UFC fighter name.
Yeah, I had to think really hard. The other guy that I made is Ricker Stevensonson.
Yeah, it's Ricker Stevensonson.
Stevenson's son.
Yeah, Stevenson's son. Stevenson.
I felt that those were both good fighter names. Yeah, so Brock Lesnar is a UFC fighter, and he has since got a really classy sword tattoo on his chest.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he's still married to Sable.
Great. Other wrestling connection here. This is actually developed by Ukes.
Yeah, Ukes, the SmackDown guys, though maybe it's not necessarily the same guys.
No, and honestly, I feel bad about name dropping that because it seems like this is way better than SmackDown.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, a totally different type of game.
There's my dude. I wanted him to have chest hair and a crappy tattoo.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He's French, but he fights out of Japan. And doesn't necessarily look French, I guess. I don't know.
What does French look like? I don't know.
I don't know. I made that guy. The sword has like a brass knuckles on it, too.
That's what I was
it's
noticing.
Like the dumbest thing in the world. Like, what the hell was this guy thinking?
You know what? So that's a real tattoo?
Yeah, he really has that.
Because that looks like the type of tattoo that you would give your created character in a game.
Totally. It looks like a bad video.
I got this really big, giant texture for this knife. I'm just going to put it square in the middle of his torso.
And stretch it out, and it's going to look all crappy. There's an achievement for watching the ring girl sequence here 15 times without skipping it. I haven't gotten it
And that's like a thing, right? Like the ring girl always comes off and does the little blow a kiss, and then...
I don't know, dude.
That's a thing?
I know that they have ring girls.
All right. Shooting star press. Go for it.
Jump up on the top turnbuckle there and get it. So there... Oh, see, he's already down. And that's the thing, you can knock a guy out real fast, if you catch him with the right stuff. If you're stepping in and he's stepping in, and you give him a fist to the face at the exact right moment. Oh God!
Like that.
Dude, that fight is over. What the hell? Randall Montblanc is a serious force.
Oh, he messed up his nose a little bit.
I was in the process of messing up his nose.
Your created guy.
My created guy apparently is a savage.
That's all that chest hair, baby.
That's pretty much.
Just clunk.
Oh, later.
Sack of potatoes. Done.
Hadn't really taken that much.
So yeah, why did that happen?
I was stepping in.
He goes, oh no!
So it was like, I was on my way in, so I just kind of caught it
and
just flush, and that was a bad scene.
The dice rolls behind the scenes decided that's gonna knock you out.
They rolled the dice and it came up fight over.
Said natural 20, you get punched in the face.
Yeah, which I did not expect to happen because so far the AI has pretty much been a pushover.
Yeah.
There are a few fights in the career mode that I lost because my guy just didn't have the stats that he needed, and I just kind of had trained myself into a corner.
Well, let's get another fight going. We could show some people some of the different, fight styles, different tactics that you can use here.
Yeah.
That kind of mirror what UFC is all about between the stand-up fighting and the...
Taking it to the ground.
Taking it to the ground, the ground and pound, the grappling, submission holds.
I'll take, there's Ricker Stevenson.
New metal.
But, yeah, how much rap rock and new metal can you handle? So I'll play as Forrest Griffin, and we'll fight... Oh, let's see.
Is that of the Silvas? Iago Silva? Is that?
I do not know. Rampage.
Really, to Wanderlei Silva?
He is in here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing that really impresses me about this game is that there is a whole lot going on.
Like how so? Like I see there's 8 sides to the rings. I mean that's
that's twice as many as most rings.
Double
so,
your average ring.
But just between just what you can do on the ground in terms of transitioning between positions and getting through the guard and all this stuff, and just the different moves you have when you're standing up and you can get in the clinch, and just all the different ways that you can get into these situations, into these positions, as well as get out of them. There are tons of counters.
Is this an Unreal game?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I could see why you'd think that Rampage Jackson looks like he should be in an Unreal Engine game.
Yeah, he's got some.
He's wide enough already to be in Gears of War.
He's got Unreal skin tone going on. It doesn't look bad.
Yeah, I think the models look really good.
That's his mean face.
A little of the animation. Some of the animation can look a little weird. But generally, I think that dudes look good. Like that. Hey, you look at that and you think that's totally Forrest Griffin.
Okay.
Provided you've seen Forrest Griffin before.
He looks like a guy. The chest hair looks all matted. It's been oiled up.
I guess he was the winner of that first season of that reality show they started.
The Ultimate Fighter.
That's the one.
Where's the ring girl?
Hi!
Come talk to me!
Hey, lady!
That sounds like a made-up name.
The ref? No,
Yeah.
even the refs are real, I'm pretty sure.
That just makes it that much more authentically UFC if you have everyone with made-up sounding names.
Yeah.
So
I find that the AI tends to not appreciate getting kicked in the head repeatedly, and that seems to be a good way to win fights.
Oh, elbow. So
I can get in a clinch here and knock him the hell over, and then run over here and hit him in his damn head until the fight's over.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to, since it doesn't seem like AI gives you much trouble, any interest in trying a live fire situation here?
Let's do one more exhibition fight here, and I'll take a fight to the ground so we can at least show some of that stuff off. And, and then we'll try the online and hopefully get in a match that is not laggy. So this game isn't out yet.
Yeah.
It's I guess shipping tomorrow to be in stores on Wednesday, but it's out somewhere because there are a hell of people playing it online.
Somewhere people are playing some UFC.
Yeah, and I think some of them are overseas, so some of the games I've gotten into have not been
a little laggy.
Have not been great.
So don't let the performance that you'll see here.
Yeah.
Necessarily color your opinion of how the other one's going to play.
Let's go down to the welterweight. This game's got a ton of people in it. The roster is really big.
Is it just active current UFC fighters?
Yeah,
you're
not there's no Dan Severn or anything like that.
No Ken Shamrock.
No Ken Shamrock.
That was the last time I knew about UFC.
Yeah.
Was
the last
Dreamcast.
The last MMA fighter I got really stoked about was Sakuraba. So
yeah. So there is kind of a weird legacy for UFC fighting games with those Dreamcast games.
Yeah, and I wonder, Yuke's made this game, and they're in Japan, and I find myself wondering if some of the anchor guys that made the Dreamcast games somehow ended up at Yuke's, and this game has a similar feel, but it feels like kind of the ultimate realization of the things set in motion by those original UFC games.
Very basic kind of rock paper scissors stuff going on in those first ones. A lot of trying to pull counters.
Yeah, so this game does have a lot of that stuff.
Hey, Mario Yamasaki!
I can't skip it, the girl stuff, because I don't have the achievement yet.
Tattoos, shorts, black gloves. So is this, I imagine, actual broadcast commentary?
It's Joe Rogan and...
Oh, wait, it's actually Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I thought you were joking when I said that. I asked if that was Joe Rogan.
No, Joe Rogan is the
color guy.
Is one of the announcers for UFC.
I knew he was involved somehow. Awesome.
So I can shoot in on him here and try and get a takedown, and we'll take it. And at that point, I can hit him a little bit like that, a little bit like that. And meanwhile, he can try to catch that fist or just block.
Yeah.
So I can get a Little side mount here and keep hitting him, and I'll just go for a submission. I probably won't get it, but you hit the right stick in to go for a submission, and then from there are a few different ways to try and escape it. So it's really all about, like risking, do you want to get a better position or do you want to get out of a submission easily? So you can kind of strength your way out of it, but you might end up in a bad spot afterwards.
So one of the things that I kind of remember from the old UFC games was that it seemed like there was a lot of kind of reversal of fortunes in situations like this.
Yeah,
like it was easy to go from you being underneath and getting pummeled to catching a guy and flipping it over on him. Like
that's definitely, like he's trying to catch a fist, but it's not like an instant rollover. Like he'll catch the fist and drag my head down like that, and then eventually work his way up to flipping it over or kicking me out and standing up like that.
Right.
And then I knock him the F out. Like I said, the AI...
I like that the mouth guard pops out
There's an achievement for getting a mouth guard to fly 3 meters on a knockout, which is pretty awesome. Blood there on his arm there from me beating earlier. Looks a little ketchupy when it's stuck on other guys. I think the cuts on the face look pretty good, but that's one aspect. Like that blood right there, I think looks bad.
Yeah.
It does not look... It looks too thick.
Looks like spray paint.
Yeah.
The better voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
All right, so let's try going online. I've been playing online, and so it's weird. Against the AI, I've been winning most of my fights by knockout or TKO.
Kicking him in the face.
Yeah, kicking him in the face a bunch. Whereas online, where that tactic is met with counters and blocks, more frequently, I've been winning most of my fights online via submission.
So just having to take a totally different tactic for...
Yeah, and even just, depending on the fight, like, you really have to be well-rounded in how good you are at the game to counter all the different stuff that can come your way. Like, certain clinches I have a hard time getting out of.
Right.
So if someone does that, it's tough. It is tough.
Quick match going here. I guess... So how do you feel about we just saw some exhibition matches, but how do you feel about like the career mode in this game?
The career mode is pretty standard for what you would think this type of game would be, or like a boxing game or something, where it's like it gives you a calendar and you have to choose how you train. So it's like it'll say 12 weeks to the next fight, and you got to figure out how you're going to train and spar to level up your guy in different ways.
Yeah. Are there like training mini games, or is it just like training happens?
When you spar, you actually fight.
Okay.
So how well you perform there gives you a certain number of attribute points, but the training is just you push a button and it happens.
Yeah.
All right, so didn't find a session, so we'll try and create one here. And I'll create light heavyweight, because that's been the most fun I've had, I think, has been that division.
What's been like the practical differences between the weight classes?
There are different, so when you're creating a fighter in that in the different weight classes, there are different limitations for how high a fighter can get. So this guy's level 13 and he has a little disco statue next to him. I don't know what that means, but I'm level 6, and I've got heart, desire to never give up, strong ground and pound, great grappling skills. So these notes here are actually based on how I've been fighting online.
So this is
pretty cool.
So this isn't like
this isn't fighter specific.
This
is
Griffin.
Yeah, like those are there also, but these are also my stats. I've got 7 submissions, 3 knockouts. I'm 10-13 in ranked matches right now.
I think this guy's gonna kick your ass.
I beat a guy that was of this level not 20 minutes ago.
So what's with the characters you're choosing? Can you not just choose your dude, or like your made dude, or is it just better to pick one of these guys?
It's better to pick one of these guys because I haven't leveled my career dude up to the point where he competes with these guys in fights that are not scaled to work in career mode, I guess, is my guess.
Is it taking place in a bar?
No, this is Red Rock.
Our tale of the tape
okay.
for this light heavyweight fight. And now with the official introductions of our fighters, Bruce Buffer.
Ah, Bruce Buffer. The poor man's Michael Buffer.
I'm Michael Buffer's brother! It's showtime! Something.
I think he consulted with Michael on like what his yelled catchphrase
Like
should
what
be.
it should be, yeah. It's like, what do you think, man? Come on. And Michael was like, well, as long as it's not, let's get ready to rumble, I don't give a F.
Do whatever you want, Bruce.
Do whatever you want, man.
You little rinky-dink.
I'll be busy
mixed
living in
martial
Las
arts.
Vegas like a player do.
I do find it sad and ironic that Bruce Buffer's stock seems to be worth more these days than Michael Buffer with the popularity of all this UFC stuff.
Michael Buffer went with all those WCW wrestling pay-per-views and all that boxing. and they still bring them out for the boxing.
They do. It's just like there's just not that much boxing.
How can you care about boxing when this is happening? When UFC is going on? These guys do not wear gloves and kick each other in the damn head.
Yeah.
And they fight in a friggin' octagonal cage. Like, boxing is obsolete. Boxing is like 1970s punk rock compared to aggressive metal from today. It just sounds harder. Even if it's not as good, it just sounds harder.
That's true. It's not technically
There
as
is more
interesting.
visible aggression.
Sure. It's for the people. Gladiators. Punch him in the face, Ed.
Okay, so that guy caught the punch there and took me into the clinch, and then he is knocking me over. And he is getting past. Okay.
This is the foreplay.
Yeah. So he is rotating around. He is trying to transfer positions, and that's not. I don't know what he's doing really. He's just kind of.
He's trying to hump your face.
He's trying to. He's just spinning on me there,
biting you.
Okay, that's not where we want to be. So I'll catch his head here. There we go. And take one of the. Oh, take a little bit of that. How about I hit you in the body some? Okay. Yeah, take a little bit. All right, let's try and submit him. Let's see how that goes. Probably not going to get it.
Oh.
Come on. Oh. Come on. See, I'm hammering the buttons here. Oh, got him.
Nice.
Got him.
Nice.
That guy was way higher level than me. He's played this a lot, meaning he's played a lot more than I have, meaning he should not have submitted to that. I don't know what that guy was doing, but
not a lot of
pro tip: either hammer the buttons or rotate the right stick, depending on what kind of escape you want to pull.
Yeah, I was gonna say not a lot of on-screen feedback for what you need to be doing or like what's happening at all.
Yeah, so there's a really necessary tutorial in this game.
Yeah.
That shows you all the position stuff of like how to transition from one position to the next and how to reverse stuff. That if you don't go through it and don't understand exactly what it's trying to tell you, there are going to be big holes in your game that will be exploited and you will be ruined and you will never win a fight, basically.
So play the tutorial.
Yeah, definitely. That is my tip to those of you at home. Definitely play the tutorial.
Pro tip.
So I got 6 emails after that fight, which are a bunch of medals that will give me more points. So
it's not
a medal for
email.
a reversal. It's not actual email. A medal for getting a tap out. A medal for mesmerizing the crowd, which I think means I just have a set number of fans. First round knockout. No injuries. I've never gotten that one before. Oh, and I got a trophy. Now I have a trophy.
Now you got that crazy disco
Now I got
ball.
the crazy disco trophy, so that's pretty awesome.
2 times points obtained in this match.
For my solid fighting performance. So then you see it's basically like now it'll total all those points out, and I'm leveling up, which doesn't make you more powerful or anything. It's not that kind of level. It's more of a, my rating.
Right.
And then you have a number of fans there as well. So that belt up there by my level, the stars around are the number of fans I have, and I guess the color of the belt or something is my level. So, yeah.
So that doesn't apply to anything like performance-based. That's just basically...
No, that's just to match people up, to let you know where you stand, leaderboard type stuff. And you get more points for doing specific things in a match, like I got there, the one for a first round knockout.
Yeah. It seems like a pretty skill-based game.
I would definitely say that. Yeah, it's definitely a game where if you just kind of pick up the controls and wail at it, you might do okay against the computer or against a friend who doesn't really know what they're doing either. That could be fun. But it seems like it's definitely, there's obviously like a depth to it that is rewarding, because as you play more of it, you do get better at it, and you do figure out ways to get out of these situations and stuff that when you do it to another player, it's awesome. I had a really good evenly matched fight earlier that was just ridiculous back and forth.
Yeah.
That went basically all 3 rounds, and then the guy stepped in and I caught him with a lucky kick to the head and knocked him out, and it was awesome because it was not necessarily a fight that I would have won by decision, but we were both so tired that either of us could have gone down at any moment.
So you're going with Forrest again,
I'm going to go with Forrest again. I like the way he fights. I like guys that can kick to the head, obviously. If you've been watching at all, you've noticed that I
kick him in the head.
Kick fools in the head.
So there is like appreciable difference in the skills.
Yeah,
of the
so if
fighters.
I can, so you see here, he has kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Each fighter, and this guy's boxing and wrestling. Each fighter
that's
has
what BJJ stands for.
Yeah, no, it's
I
not.
thought that was
It's not
something
a
else.
BJ with an extra J. Breakfast Jack.
That's Breakfast Jacker.
That's me. I steal your Breakfast Jack.
Oh no!
So you pick a striking... When you're creating a fighter, you can choose any one of these, and you pick one striking discipline of 3 available ones and one grappling discipline from the 3 that are available there. And each one kind of confers certain moves.
Right.
Like the Muay Thai kickboxer guys have a different clinch that they can do. The wrestling guys seem to have more power-based takedowns from the clinch and stuff like that.
So how do you throw fireballs?
You push you hold back for 2 seconds, and then hit forward, LB, and Y.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go, another pro tip.
Yeah.
Throw fireballs in UFC 2009, Undisputed.
It is undisputed that you can throw fireballs in this game. I dare someone to dispute it. Go on, try.
I'm not going to be that guy.
That guy's got ref's got a mustache. What you can do about it?
They're at the Mandalay Bay. All of the classy places where UFC matches happen.
Right. Like I think the classiest place in the game is Madison Square Garden. Everything else is like Red Rock and
some other hotel casino.
No Mohegan Sun. I would expect that they would run shows there. It seems to be a good wrestling destination. And there's stuff like, if a guy's blocking a lot of shots with his arms, his punches aren't going to be as powerful. You can slow a guy down a little bit by kicking at his legs.
So you can wear down specific body parts.
Yeah. But it's not necessarily specific body parts as it is just, punch power goes down if you block a lot.
Right.
I don't necessarily think it gets down to the left arm is weak at this. It never really shows that. So he tried to shoot in there, and he was not in range to do that. So by default, this game actually has no HUD at all. Those stamina bars are something you can turn on, which I turn on because I like knowing that stuff.
Under 3 minutes now.
Oh, it seems like he should have been able to grab his leg.
Yeah.
Set up nicely by Forrest Griffin.
Come on,
Kick to the
sucker.
side, kick to the side.
Oh, caught me with that.
Oh, frame rate.
Just missed.
That's just online
Laggy.
latency.
Okay.
Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Kick you. Oh, see, I'm going to
He's got the clinch.
take a little bit of that.
Oh, you punch it. Oh, there you go.
Knocks him down.
And I'll fall in on him. Oh,
Giving you a hug. Oh, it's giving you...
he's trying to submit me. I'm going to roll the stick for a technical escape.
Trying to give you the ultimate noogie.
The crowd reacting in the full mount.
Now I'm going to go for a submission here. Oh, God.
Finish
I
it out.
got to get my head free here. All right, now let's
Oh,
go for
blood
it.
on the floor. Blood on
What
the
do you got?
mat.
What do you got? Come on. Oh, yeah. We're going to get it.
1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
There it is.
Fool.
He's touching your bottom.
He's tapping my bottom
That
because
was with that
I'm...
inappropriate
He was
touch.
trying to spank me, and the cameraman saw it all. So I'm on quite a run here. I think that's like 5 in a row I've won online.
Awesome.
Yeah, which is good because when I first started playing online, I got worked. Because I think that maybe only people who made the game had copies of it or something, and they were all online crushing suckers like me. But so there you have it, UFC 2009. It is undisputed that it will be in stores this week
Very good.
for 360 and PlayStation 3.
Mix up your martial arts.
And yeah, I think other than wishing it had maybe a little more action on the single player side, it's awesome.
Pretty into it.
I'm way into it.
Awesome.